Hi, I'm Janita Barrett with Dairy-Free and Gluten-free Cooking. And today I'm going to make a recipe from a family cookbook. This is Mama Doris. And the recipe today is Aunt Cathy's cranberry salad. Now, when I say the word salad, I think of lettuce, something green. Well, this one is not. This is Jello. It's more of a Jello salad. So I'm going to put this aside and let's begin. I'm going to start with toasting a cup of pecans. That is not in the original recipe to toast them, but I always like to toast nuts if I'm going to use nuts. So I have a pan going and we're just going to let that toast right up. I've got to keep an eye on it because it'll burn easily. So then we're going to take 1.5 cups of boiling water. You see the steam from this far away, but it's been in the microwave. 1.5 cups of boiling water, and we're going to put in a large pack of raspberry Jello. Now, I talked to her on the phone before I made this, and she said that they now make cranberry Jello, which I didn't look for, so I don't know if it was any at my grocery store or not. But she said they do make it now, and that's what she uses now. But when the time when she wrote this recipe, she used raspberry Jello, and I already bought the raspberry Jello. So that's what we're going to use today. So that looks about melted really quickly. So now we're going to add our cranberry sauce. Now this is how I'm used to eating cranberry sauce. My mom would take it out of the can and just slice it up, and that's our cranberry. But this is going to be in a mixture, so it's gonna be really good. Now this is cranberry sauce with whole berries. So we're gonna pour this in now. And we wanna mix this till this melts. We want it to be melty. Of course, you'll still have the whole berries in there. Now this is my very first time to make this. I've eaten it before, but I've never made it, and I've never made the gluten-free dairy. I've never had the gluten-free dairy-free type. So we're going to experiment today. I thought, you know what I missed? I haven't put a cranberry anything on my Thanksgiving menu playlist, so I have to add that because you have to have cranberry at Thanksgiving. It's starting to melt. It's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, this is pretty melted. If you saw me in the fast forward part, pushing the cranberry sauce with the back of the spoon against the side of the bowl, that makes it melt faster because it just breaks it into smaller pieces, so it will melt faster. So all I have left are just a little bit of chunks and the berries. So to this, we're going to add a can of crushed pineapple that I have drained. It says 16 ounces. I couldn't find the 16 ounce, so I have 20, so I'll have a little bit more. I just leave a little bit in the can. And that'll work. Then we're going to do 3/4 of a cup of cranberry juice cocktail. So it's not regular, just cranberry juice. This has got sugar in it. This whole thing's a sugar bomb, but it's really good, and you only have it during holidays. So 3/4 cup. Now to this, we're going to add these pecans. I toasted them, and we're ready to add them in. All right. Now this is going to go into my baking dish, even though I'm not going to bake it. I'll put it in the refrigerator, but I need a long dish because you have a topping that goes on it, and you want it to, each piece you get to have a topping. Like if I put it in a bowl like this and just put the topping on top, it wouldn't distribute evenly. You wouldn't get some of the topping with the Jello. So let's pour it in, and I'll put it in the refrigerator. And when it's all solid, we'll come back and add the topping. Okay, now I'm ready to make the topping. And it calls for 8 ounces of cream cheese, 8 ounces of sour cream, and a half a cup of sugar. But of course we can't have cream cheese and sour cream. But they do make gluten-free versions. So this is not gluten-free, dairy-free versions. So this is 12 ounces. So I'm going to eyeball it and scoop out what I think is about 8 ounces. I think that's about right. And then this cream cheese is 8 ounces, so we're going to use the whole pack. And you'll find that some of these cheeses are different than others. Just try them and see which ones you prefer. I'm going to blend these two together and then come back and I'm just going to add the sugar a little at a time. Let me get rid of this. It's just very simple. We're going to blend this together and then just slowly add in the sugar. Start off on low so it doesn't splatter everywhere. Start off on low and then increase your speed. Simple as that. Let me taste it. It's got that sourness from the sour cream, and then it's got the sweetness from the sugar. I'm going to whip it a little bit more because that sugar, I crunched on some sugar, so I'm going to whip it some more, see if I can't get it to blend better. On the Jello. All right, it's set. Now we're just going to add our topping and then put it back in the refrigerator to set again, and then we'll slice some and try it. All right, it's all covered. I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator and let this solidify. Then we'll get it out and have a try. Hi, I'm back. Everything has set up, and look, now that is the way to serve cranberry sauce. Let's have a taste. crunch of the pecans is a surprise, and it's nearly not expecting it. It's really good. All I'm missing now is my turkey and my dressing, and I will be set. If you like my channel, please subscribe below. It'll help me out a lot.